Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Um, Today, I just wanted to talk about one of my friends that I just got back in contact with. She was a really good friend of mine. We met at work, and we just kind of hit it off, and we became really good friends. We used to go out and do things together, blah blah blah. But she was known to be a flake, so we would like do things together. And it's like sometimes she would show up and sometimes she won't, and it always was an excuse. Her excuse was something came up, I have to do something, blah blah. But it just kind of got too much for me. I'm just like, dude, come on, like flaking again. Oh, it's like irritating. Anyways, but so our last kind of contact we had was she flaked on me, and I just said I had enough, and just never called her again. And it was very irresponsible and not friend-like of me to just stop calling or stop reaching out to her. But she didn't reach out to me either. So 4 years went by, and I reached out to her. I found out that she had a baby, so I reached out to her. And I started I never stopped thinking about her. It's just, I never reached out. But for some reason, me going through anxiety and being more vulnerable and being more compassionate towards others, finding out that she had a baby kind of just touched me. And I, like, it made me want to contact her because I missed not being there for her. And it kind of just, it made me sad that I wasn't there for her. And I'm struggling with my anxiety struggles, and I know she probably would have been here for me. So I reached out to her, and we've been texting back and forth. Um, and I mentioned that I was suffering from anxiety, and she brought up that she's suffered from it, um, and also depression. And I was shocked, but then like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But she just says she's still suffering from it. So she was just telling me that she's like, yeah, I remember all those days that I would flake on you. It's because I couldn't get out of bed, or I just wanted to be by myself. I just wanted to be in my comfort zone of my own home, and it just took way too much of me to get up and get out and go see you. Um, and I just, it completely makes sense because do the same thing now. It takes a lot to get me out of the house. My comfort zone is my home. And um, there was a period of time that I didn't want to leave my home because I was afraid of having another anxiety attack. So I definitely understand now why she flakes so many times. I actually don't plan to do things anymore because I don't want to flake on people. So, um, and I was just telling her that I feel so alone, and she was like, "Oh my God, I never expected you out of all people to go through this." I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, who expects this, you know?" But I think for her, she's had it all of her life, whereas for me, it just kind of came to surface about a year ago. And I'm sure my therapist said that she's pretty sure that I've had this for a very long time, but I never noticed it. And some people do live life um, with anxiety and depression, and still live a normal life, but and for others, it's just takes over their life, which I believe it's been taking over my life. Because if I've had this forever, I've lived for me a normal life, and now it's like all of a sudden I'm not normal anymore. But so we're just exchanging, relating our stories, and I completely understand. And I tell her I'm so sorry that she went through this, and I didn't wasn't there for her. But again, I didn't know. And I think about if she would have told me, would I have been as compassionate as I am now? I don't know. Um, and a lot of people, and I know I've explained this in my other video, that are afraid to tell their friends and their family because of judgment. And she explained to me that she wanted to tell me, but she didn't know how, and she didn't know um, how I would take it and the judgment. And I completely can relate to her because I was there as well. Um, and I tell her that it's really hard when your family doesn't understand it and your family just says, snap out of it. It's on your mind. You're just negative, blah blah. But and I remember, saying that that's how she is. That's just who she is. She's just a flaky person. But um, yeah, I guess that's who she is. But now it's kind of there's a reason behind it, and I completely understand and accept that now. And so, she feels the same way, where she her family doesn't understand it either. And she's even said that my mom, that her mom, she believes that her mom suffers from it too, and she's actually one of the main ones that says get over it. But and so it's funny because I'm like, yeah, my mom's like that too, and she says not there's that's not possible and get over it. But I believe she suffers from it too. Um, just think she can still handle and take care of her life, and she doesn't have these physical sensations the way I have. So, anyways, I just wanted to share because I just thought, you know, I think it's pretty amazing how anxiety broke us up, but anxiety brought us back together, and I think that's beautiful. And I so happy that I can finally talk to someone um, that understands me and doesn't judge me, and we can just bounce ideas and stories back and forth. And I just, it's really nice to know someone that has it, even though it kind of sucks. But um, it just, I know I'm not alone. I know there's a lot of people that suffer from this, but I think it's really important for us to be open about it because you never know. You might be working right next to a person that also is struggling through this. So I just wanted to share. Thanks for listening. Take care, guys.